Hi everyone. This is a super requested video. I had made a video last week about my favorites for the month of February, and in it I was wearing this palette. This is the Burberry No. 1 Smokey Gray palette. And I want to show everyone a very easy way to do a simple smoky eye that is glamorous and elegant and yet super easy. You don't need a ton of brushes. You don't need a super steady hand. It's nothing crazy, I promise. And I just wanted to share with you the way I did it because I think a lot of people are interested. So I've already done my face. I use Clinique Stay Matte. I use an Hourglass, what is this called? Ambient powder in Mood Light, which is the sort of purpley one. And Illamasqua blush in Naked Rose, which looks like that. So that's what I have on my face thus far, and I did my brows. But I'm going to show you how to do this with this palette. Now, you don't need this palette. You just basically need a couple grays, a black, and a white. You could easily replicate it with this Too Faced palette, which is half the price, and it's called the Smokey Eye palette. This one, you could do basically the same thing, but I'm really in love with this particular palette, and I want to share how I do this. So, here comes the zoom. I'm going to start with the Urban Decay blending brush. I like this for my eyelids. It's probably not appropriate for everyone's eyelids. You could definitely use something, you know, smaller. In fact, I will. I'll use this smaller brush. This is the E55 from Sigma. And I'm going to start with this shimmering gray color here. So this will be my lid color. Definitely tap these kind of colors before you start applying. You certainly don't want fallout from something quite this dark. I absolutely love this palette to the point where I'd love to order another one, but honestly, the other colors don't appeal to me. I have one other one in the Dark Spice Quad. Really recommend that one. Love this one, but the other ones are just too, I don't know, too neutral for me, I guess. So that's how that's starting. So it's just the shimmer is on the lid. You know, up into the crease a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Next, I'm going to take a crease brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk crease brush and the matte gray color right here. And I will take this into above the crease, basically. So just kind of up here and blend it up. I have a lot of space between my brow, my crease, and my lid. I would do the same thing maybe with a smaller brush on someone with a smaller amount of space, maybe like a pencil brush. But for me, this is working just fine. So I'm taking it above, you see I have my eyes closed so you can see what I'm doing, but just above the crease, in the crease, and above it, leaving a little space for a highlighter. Okay. So far, pretty easy, right? Gotta make it easy. And I think you can, you know, modify this. You could use color, you could do lots of different things, but I'm just trying to keep it very basic for a nighttime look. So then I'm going to take my very favorite tiny pencil brush. Looks like this. This is from CVS, and this white frosty color here. And I'm going to take that right there as my inner corner highlight. Very simple. And then I'm just going to take it about a quarter of the way under my eye. Same on this one. Okay, and then I just take it up a little higher. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to wipe this off on the towel on my lap. Same brush. I'm going to take the shimmer, the gray shimmer, and just take that underneath, connecting it with the white that I placed in the inner corner. If you have smaller eyes, I would not go that far in. I would go right about here. And you can bring the white a little further over. I like it like this on me, but okay. Alright, So that's what that's looking like thus far. Next, I'm going to take a pencil brush, like I showed you before. This is the Sigma E30, and the black color. This is a matte black, and I'm only going to place that right in the outer V. Okay. Same on this. Just trying to keep it, just giving it a little bit of definition right there, but not making it super black. It's meant to be a soft gray kind of look. Next, I'm going to take, again, this Urban Decay brush I showed you in the beginning, but it could be any brush. It could be the brush I already used on the lid. In fact, sorry, I will do that. I'm just going to wipe it off. I'm taking the white color that I used in the inner corners, tapping it off, and just pressing it in the center. See what that does? Just like that. So that brightens it up without making it less smoky, if you will. Next, I'm going to take the one additional color I pulled out, which is Max Vanilla, and you know, any brush will do. This 217 type is fine. And I'm just going to highlight the brow bone and sort of soften up the edge there. This is my skin tone, basically. If you don't have a shadow that's your skin tone, just take your pressed powder and highlight your brows. Okay, now I am going to waterline. You may not be a fan of waterlining, and that's fine, not everybody is. I happen to like it, and I'm going to use the color Feline from MAC. And I like to do it this way. Close my eyes and place it between the two water lines or whatever, and just sort of feel it where it's going. And I do like to accentuate the corner on a look like this. Okay. Alrighty. So that's, a lot of people ask me how I do that, but it's second nature. I've been doing it forever. Then I'm going to line the upper lash line. Like that. And there's the way the liner looks. Next, I have one other little special thing. You by no means need to do this. I just kind of wanted to show it to you. I have recycled lashes that I used the other day. I cut them in half, and I'm going to use them in the outer corners. I used them on myself. I did not use them on clients. Don't worry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my first layer of mascara. This is Voluminous Carbon Black from Loreal. And you by no means need to do this. I just thought it'd be fun to show you how I like to use these lashes. I have the Duo Lash Glue that has a wand, I guess, and I'm going to show you how I do it. So here's the lash, and you just sort of paint it on like kind of like an eyeliner, a liquid liner. Okay, and then I have this really cool tool that Kiss lashes sometimes come with. It looks like nothing special, but it just works like a dream. So just let that get tacky, and then I'm going to place it right there. Ah. Alright, maybe I'm not going to use this today. I'm going to use my hand, but so you just want it on the outer corner of your lashes, basically, and then you just press it together with your lashes. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay. Then we'll do the same thing over here. I do like this duo glue with the brush.